Hi everybody, it's Jean, and I'm gonna rush through this a little bit. It's um, my mini moment of happiness, and I'm mini mission of happiness. I'm sorry, because it was Monday, and that's the day that the prompt is given out. So anyway, I the prompt is uh, colors, and they wanted us to use silver, gold, red, and green. So I grabbed this envelope and I thought, well, I'll try and pull the silver off of this because I didn't have any silver paint at all. So I at first thought I would cut it out to leave the silver real shiny, and then I liked how the texture looked as I pulled it off. So I decided to do that. And this is just a Christmas card I got today, and it had that silver piece in there. So I left this in to show you how easily it just pulls right off and can be used in your artwork. And probably I'm the last person in the world to think of doing this, but yeah, I just spotted it as I'm thinking, oh, what can I do for silver? I really had no idea what I was doing at the time when I started this. I just had colors and I was trying to gather things together. So I've got the sparkle stuff, the little stickler sparkle, green paint, the silver foil, and some silver paint. And then I picked up this plaid piece of paper, just scrapbooking paper. And I actually like the scrapbooking paper the best. And so I thought, well, I'll start off with that, and we'll just see where this takes us. And I glued that down in a hurry, and of course this is speeded up. I didn't really work this fast. Ha ha ha! I know you know. But anyway, I have kind of a rough throat, so I may be coughing through the video. I'm still kind of just getting over these final stages of getting back to normal. So anyway, I wasn't sure what color to start with, but ended up picking up the gold here and spreading it out with my old movie pass card, which I did finally give up my movie pass. I sure enjoyed it last year, but just wasn't working for me anymore. So anyway, loved how the gold spread out. It's all shimmery, very pretty. But it wasn't a real good base coat. I liked it really well, but it wasn't a real good base coat, and I thought, well, I'll go ahead and I got it dried, which I didn't show you, and then added the red over it, and we'll see. It doesn't hurt at all to have that base coat underneath there, even though it was so thin when it was spread out. But see, you can even see some of the marks that I made with the gold, and I liked it, so I added some more in the red, just giving it some texture and some fun, and just really liked how it looked. Then of course we had to use the green, and this paint was paint I picked up at a thrift store, and it's a little watery, but it actually covers quite nicely, and I was pretty pleased with that. I loved how it filled in with the marks. Loved how it looked overall. I loved the plaid in the background and the colors mixed there together. I was pretty happy with that as it was. But let's just throw a little gold over it just for more fun. And that I really, really liked how it all blended. It just all blended together, and that really nice. Wasn't happy with those marks, so I wiped those out. But anyway, I was just having a lot of fun putting this background together. Still didn't have much of an idea what I was going to do. Added some more marks there, kind of stalling a little bit, I think. But anyway, it was very fun. Got that all thoroughly dried. Then now what? So I threw out some Christmas cards here and see what they look like. I loved that one. I almost used it, but it wasn't shiny. When I pulled that one out, I thought, yeah, I like that. But of course, it's too much card for the background, and it's too square. So I have to make it mine. I have to make it fun and funky, and let's just tear it apart and see what comes of that. And I really like that. And again, I wasn't even planning to use that, and the card itself was silver. I didn't really need the silver background off of there, but I liked it. So hey, it's still going on. And this is what's so fun about mixed media, because you can just use anything you want, and just keep playing with it and keep working with it and see what comes out. And I liked how that looked, but I decided to put the snowman down a little bit farther down on the page. So I did use this on the side like I had originally thought I would do, and just left the snowman there to see how it looked with that. And then instead of going at the bottom where the silver wouldn't show too much, I decided to put it at the top instead. Yeah, there we go. I knew I was going to like it, so I didn't follow through completely with setting it up, but put plenty of glue on it. The paper is thoroughly dry, so it takes the glue stick really well. And because I tore it off the back of the envelope, the paper was thin and flexible and easy to glue down. Now, I had that little square piece there that I just couldn't quite get around there, and that pretty much worked it out. If you notice that the snowman is sitting on a piece of vellum, and so you do actually see the background through the vellum behind the snowman. So that was kind of fun. I really liked how that worked. And there. And then got that down, and now I'm going to add my sentiment, and we'll see how that goes. I was pretty happy with that. And just took a plain old marker, black marker, and I like to write in my own handwriting. It's not great handwriting, and someday I'll work at that. But anyway, I wrote down, of course you can't see it, snowflakes are fragile, but look what they can do when they stick together. So, yeah. So that's a good reminder of me to, when you work with others. I tend to be a loner, so I have to kind of keep reminding myself too that working in groups, you do get a lot accomplished. So that's fun. So I'm sticking down little snowflakes with my stickler, and that I use normally for stars, and I thought, well, I'll make little snowflakes with that. But they didn't really show up too much. I didn't even wait for them to dry. I went ahead and got out my white marker, and it's like a paint marker, and I was putting a little bit of white next to the sparkle just to kind of draw your eye to it. I worked hard at that. I put a lot of snowflakes on this. So I'm, hating life right now, trying to get every single one marked. Not really. No, it was kind of fun. I was kind of liking how it looked. And you can see it a little bit better, but you still don't see the snowflake particularly well on here. And of course, I'm always outlining badly, but this is just for me, and I share, but it's my book, and one of these days I'm going to look up exactly how you should outline these, because they're definitely not done correctly, but the effect is what I like, because I'm imperfect, and it's just the effect of having this reflective white to make the black stand out better. So I'm trying to work really carefully, because all those little snowflakes are still wet, little wet lumps. So I don't want to set my hand down on the page. But hey, this is fun. I'm enjoying this, and I'm really having a good time. And I'm thinking, I can't believe I've let several days go by without doing any art, because I haven't felt well, because now I'm feeling wonderful. So this is a lot of fun. And it takes a little time. It's kind of a long sentiment. And I was going to speed this up 4 times. I left it at 2 times. I was going to speed it up 4 times because in the interest of speed, but I thought, sometimes if it goes too fast, you really can't see what I'm doing or enjoy the process as well. And you have the ability also to speed it up even faster if you want to. And that way I get to talk to Donald Duck too. So, anyway, I've got that done, and I'm looking at it and thinking, those snowflakes still don't stand out very well. So, I'm going to go all out, and I'm going to put 6 sides on each one of those dots. And I'm going to make those snowflakes stand out. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to take my time doing that, and just enjoy the process and do it, quickly, but not perfectly. Every snowflake is a little bit different, and every one of my snowflakes has lines in different places and whatever, but now it's finally standing out. It is looking like snowflakes. I'm pretty happy with it. Of course, the little stickler dot in the middle, the little shimmery middle of the snowflake, is still a wet blob. I'm hoping I'm not ruining my white marker, but I'm continuing on, trying to be very careful, and just loving how it's turning out, because it's just so fun to just keep going and keep going and keep going, and it just always adds so much each new layer that you put on. And I used to think, oh, I can't do it very well. I just, it's just, I don't, it doesn't look right. It doesn't, and that's the problem. It doesn't look right at the beginning, but the more you work at it, the better it turns out, and the better you like it, and you realize it's just all the little details, all the little layers, all the little pieces that you add to it that make it at the end. And anyway, I was pretty happy with how this turned out. It took me a long time to put these little snowflakes together. Each one has 6 sides. Well, most of them do. There may be a few with 5, and I even think there's one with 7. But I think snowflakes have 6 sides, so my snowflakes are going to have 6 little lines, and it just gives the impression of falling snow over the whole piece. I saw that there was a few empty spaces that I didn't have some, so there I go, adding a few more dots on this side. But with the prompt being red, green, gold, and silver, it really is festive, very Christmassy, very fun, and I'm really tempted to tear it out and put it in my Christmas book. But no, this is my mini Mission of Happiness book. And oh, and I just love this part. I just love this part. Look, it's just gonna oh, well, okay. I forgot. I forgot to put a little border on it. And just something quick, just something fun, nothing fancy, nothing outrageous, just a fun, quick little border to put in. But look at this. Look at how it shimmers. Now watch in a minute. Try to get that nice and close so you can see. Once you see, now, there we go. You see all the little silver and gold shimmers. And of course it was more fun when it went slower, but